hell is better than purgatory. Hell is better than purgatory. There was a story I heard once. It was presented as something out of the Bible, a verse, if you would, part of a chapter, at least, if not a whole chapter. The turnip and the angel. It was like a parable. It was about a guy in hell. I looked the thing up. I put turnip, angel, verse, and it keeps coming up. I tried, but I wasn't able to find the verse to share with you. It seems like it should have come up, but maybe it's one of those things that just doesn't exist and you have to believe what they tell you. The turnip and the angel. There was a story. See, sometimes it is like being an innie and an outie. Sometimes I have memories of things that I don't know that they really happened. I never remember in Catholic school religion class, but I know we had it every day. I know we had it every day for about an hour, but I never remember the stuff about it, except one time I said Jesus during the class when we were in groups, and the nun, she said, no, I said, geez. And the nun said, you don't say that. That's like you are saying Jesus. You are using the Lord's name in vain. And I'm like, wow, fucking Christ, man, that's a bit fucking harsh. Cigarette went out. The turnip and the angel. I just have flashbacks sometimes, and I remember the story like it was a dream. We were told about a man that did very well in life and didn't do much for others. And when he died, God said, what have you done for someone else? And the guy said, I once gave a starving man a turnip. He acted like that was a big deal. I mean, it's only a big deal if you're poor and you give someone a turnip. If you've got all the money in the world and that turnip is just going in the dumpster anyway, you might as well just let them come in every day and get the food you throw out. But no, just one turnip. And so the man went to hell. And that was the question the angel asked him. He saw an angel one day. He's in hell. He's like, ah. And he saw this angel. And he said, hey, get me out of here. And the angel says, what'd you do? He says, turnip. He says, I'll be back. So the angel went up and he came back down with a turnip. And he was holding the turnip in his, I guess, claws. I don't know how they got. I've never seen an angel with wings. And so this angel comes swooping down over hell, the lakes of fire, all this, all these people are like, their souls are being burnt out so they can start anew. And they don't want to let go of the past. And this guy's down there, and this angel comes swooping down with this fucking turnip in his claws, and he says, "Grab hold of it, baby." And he didn't say, "Oh no, I can't do that." And the angel said, "Grab hold of it, baby." And he did. He jumped up and he grabbed that fucking turnip by the bulb, and the angel's flying him up to heaven. But all the other lost souls are like, ah, and they jump up because they want to go too. And they're on him, and they're all on each other. And the weight of them is too much for the turnip we call hope. And the damn thing busts at this, the leaves and the turnip, they all go back down in there. Hell is better than purgatory. You see, that's the problem with purgatory, is that there in purgatory, you're in between heaven and hell. And though you have the lost mind of a wandering soul in Hades, you still have hope. And hope never gets anything done. There's nothing you can do about it. Your case has been stated, and you can just sit there for an eternity of hope, unable to do anything, unwilling to. Maybe if you chose to, maybe Lucifer was originally in purgatory and he chose to do something about it. Maybe that's how this whole Satan thing happened that nobody talks about properly, because they want to sell their own story. This is the thing. The Catholics, until 1937, I think that's the year, it's around that time somewhere, there was never a Catholic Bible. Catholics, we Roman Catholics, are raised to just listen to the preacher. We weren't supposed to read this stuff for ourselves, because that would get in the way of the preacher's interpretation of it if he wants you to think something else. And how they hope. No, they hope at their own demise, I suppose, because hope in hell would tear you down harsher than any punishment hell itself could give. In purgatory, they had hope, and that is an eternity of suffering. In hell, the one man that had hope, that guy with the turnip, he fell down and he suffered worse than the others that had almost made it. They were out for the ride. They were having a good time. If they got out of here, okay. But we're going like Thelma and Louise here, back into the fucking chasm. They know what they've got. They don't hope. You can't hope. You have to make things better on your own. And by better, I mean better. You know the difference. Purgatory is worse than hell.